Are you looking for the best mountain bike helmets? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best helmets on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Gyro Manifest Spherical. Gyro has been a leader in the mountain bike helmet industry for years, and that continues with their flagship model, the Manifest Spherical, $260. This well-rounded helmet quickly earned high regard among our testers and rose to the top of a stacked selection of models in this review. Boasting a 5 out of 5 star rating in Virginia Tech's independent helmet impact testing, the Manifest brings a high level of protection to the table. It employs MIP spherical for rotational impact protection and features dual shells connected with elastomers that function as a slip plane in the event of an impact. It has a relatively deep fit with extended coverage at the back of the head and temples and a snug fit enhanced by Gyro's Rock-Lock trail harness that pulls tension evenly around the head. Ventilation is among the best we tested, with a whopping 19 vents and wide-open channels that effectively allow air to pass over the scalp and out the back of the helmet. Comfort is enhanced with well-placed antibacterial Ionic Plus padding and strap splitters that hold the straps flat around the ears. At 362G, size medium, it's also relatively lightweight considering its coverage and goes largely unnoticed out on the trail. Features like an adjustable visor allow you to position it effectively to keep the sun out of your eyes or to stash sunglasses or goggles under it when not in use. Integrated rubber grippers work with most, but not all, sunglasses, and an additional patch of grippy rubber at the rear of the helmet helps keep your goggle strap in place. A Fidlock magnetic buckle secures the chin strap and allows for easy one-handed operation. The Gyro Manifest Spherical comes in a wide range of colors to suit your taste or match your kit, and it is offered in 3 shell sizes, S, M, and L, to fit heads between 51 cm and 63 cm. It carries a high price tag, but we feel the cost is justified considering its well-rounded performance, protection, and features. At number 2. POC Cordal Race MIPS. POC has been producing quality protective gear for years, and the Cordal Race MIPS, $250, is their latest half-shell model that puts an emphasis on protection. Designed for aggressive trail and enduro riders, the Cordal has a deep fit and loads of coverage over the occipital and temporal lobes. It comes packed with safety features integrated into the design, including MIPS Integra, which is an evolution of their previous spin system. POC also makes a standard version of the Cordal that doesn't come with MIPS and will save you a few bucks. Overall, the Cordal Race MIPS is a comfortable helmet, though we found its sizing to run a little bigger than advertised, and it is slightly narrower than most. One of our testers has a 59 cm head and easily fits into the ML, which is listed as 55 to 58 cm. Regardless, in the correct size, it has a snug fit with a 360 degrees adjustment system that wraps around the whole head with soft and squishy MIPS Integra pads. Ventilation is also top-notch with a total of 17 wide-open vents that effectively draw air in, over, and away from the head, and the MIPS integrated padding doesn't restrict any airflow. The strap splitter yoke holds the straps flat against the side of the face with no unwanted ear contact and a simple buckle to secure the chin strap. The large visor is adjustable to accommodate stashing goggles beneath it, and the rear vents have been designed to fit a goggle strap without blocking them. The rear vents also function as an eye garage to stash glasses when not in use. While the visor does adjust, we found that its lowest position is already pretty high and mostly kept it down. The visor also has a highly effective breakaway feature to help reduce the chance of a neck injury in a crash, and it easily snaps back into place when it comes off. It has an EPS foam lining surrounded by a unibody shell that is reinforced with aramid bridges for additional structural support, as well as a Reco reflector and a TWICE MAN-FC medical ID chip. The Cordal Race MIPS was designed to work seamlessly with POC's Devour sunglasses, but we found that the extended temporal coverage could conflict with the arms of some other sunglasses. It's not the lightest helmet around, but it's pretty reasonable, given its protective qualities and features. It carries all the standard safety certifications as well as the Dutch NTA 8776 e-bike standard. It's not cheap, but we feel the Cordal Race MIPS is among the best and most protective half-shell models on the market. At number 3. Gyro Aries Spherical. While it is technically a road cycling model, the Gyro Aries Spherical, $300, is a great cross-country mountain bike helmet. Chosen by some of the top pros in gravel and XC mountain bike racing, the Aries is a super lightweight and well-ventilated helmet that doesn't skimp on protection. In fact, it has a 5-star Virginia Tech rating with the lowest score, lower score equals better protection, of the 190 models they have tested. The Aries is very lightweight at just 270 g in the size medium we tested. It's so light that it barely feels like you're wearing a helmet at all. It has an excellent fit with minimal but well-placed padding and an adjustable harness that wraps tension evenly around the whole head. The dry-core padding above the brow wicks seat effectively and features Ionic Plus antimicrobial treatment. It is also one of the best ventilated helmets we've ever used, with 24 total vents and massive channels that keep air flowing and your head cool. The Aries uses the same MIP spherical design as the trail-oriented Manifest spherical. This design is comprised of outer and inner shells connected with rubber elastomers that allow them to move independently to help dissipate rotational forces in the event of a crash. Given the Aries Virginia Tech rating and score, it seems like it must be pretty effective. Compared to trail or enduro-oriented half shells, it doesn't have as much head coverage, but it is comparable to other XC and road helmets. Like other XC helmets, it gives up a visor in favor of aerodynamics and weight savings. It's also one of the most expensive helmets we've tested. That said, if you're looking for a featherlight and extremely well-ventilated lid for XC racing or cross-country riding, the Aries Spherical is an excellent choice that works just as well on the road or gravel bike. At number 4. Abus Cliffhanger MIPS. The Abus Cliffhanger MIPS, $200, is one of the German brand's latest models and sits at the top of their line of trail and all-mountain half-shells. Designed with the modern trail and enduro rider in mind, this helmet has a deep fit with loads of head coverage and a robust, quality feel. It also happens to look pretty darn good, and it retails for less than many other brands' flagship models. It comes in 3 shell sizes to fit heads between 51 and 61 centimeters and multiple colorways to suit your tastes. Abus didn't skimp when it came to coverage, and the Cliffhanger certainly covers a lot of your head. The shell sits fairly low over the brow, temples, and ears, and the rear extends way down over the occipital lobe and behind the ears. They incorporated ActiCage into the EPS foam, a system that is intended to provide structural reinforcement and strength while allowing them to limit the amount of material and weight. On the topic of weight, our large test helmet tipped our scales at 423 g, which is fairly standard for its size and level of coverage. Inside, there is a relatively standard MIPS liner for rotational impact protection. It's also compatible with Quinn, a crash detection sensor, that can be purchased separately and added to the helmet. Abus's Zoom Ace adjustment system is incorporated into the MIPS liner and pulls even tension around the whole head, plus it can be moved up or down to find the perfect placement at the back of the skull. The fixed strap splitter yoke holds them flat and away from the ears, and the magnetic chin strap buckle makes for one-handed buckling convenience. The large, 3-position adjustable visor works very effectively for keeping the sun out of your eyes, and it flips up plenty high to stash goggles when not in use. Ventilation is pretty good, but not amazing, with a total of 14 vents and deep channels that allow air to pass from front to back. We found the overall comfort of the Cliffhanger to be quite good, although our lead tester found that he could feel the shell pressing slightly against the top/back of the crown of his head. Fit and comfort will be different for everyone, however, so we don't expect this to be an issue for all users. Unlike many helmets that have dedicated sunglass storage, we found it somewhat difficult to stash sunglasses securely in the front vents. You can make it work, but it isn't ideal. Otherwise, we think the Abus Cliffhanger MIPS is a great new option for aggressive trail and enduro riders seeking a well-made half-shell with loads of head coverage.